Well, hello. I forgot to tell you a really fun and weird little tidbit that happened yesterday, a little thing that I discovered. River and I have been spending more time together, especially since the snow, so River hasn't had to go to school, so we've had a chance to spend more time together. And yesterday, Riv was reading me, I think there's at least 10 chapters now. River's been writing a book, and so we got up through the prologue and discovered that River and I, unbeknownst to each other, and have never talked about this before, but we have both been having daydreams about the same exact dog breed. It's not one we've ever even been around, really. But it's one of those borzois or borzors or something. It's one of those real long, tall ones, real long face with like sort of fur. And I was like, well, what color are you there? River was like, well, what color, Mom? What color were you thinking? I was like, well, I've always just sort of imagined like a white one, maybe with a little colors on it, but mostly white. And River was like, me too. Now, I'm not sure if they only come in white, but we were pretty stunned. We were like, wait a minute. That's the kind of dog you want too? Like, that's a very strange thing. Anyway, so we've decided, we both picked out a picture that we liked and we put it on our home screen. Well, River put it on some area where I guess it'll come up enough. But so we're looking at the same picture and we're going to say, like, maybe one of those dogs will just find its way into our life. Weirder things have happened. Stranger things. Anyway, borzoi is in our future. Another thing I learned about today when I was watching that deeper end, I really like his approach where he takes, stuff he's learned in science and applies it into the spirit, because I think there's some things there that we really can learn from. And he was saying how, and I heard this before, but it was sort of reinforcing this point, that when you get in touch with a future version of yourself, like he does this thing called, I'm like, hey, I can't remember what he called it, but something about how he journals in the morning. And the idea is if you want to get in touch with your future self, then you line up your thoughts and your beliefs toward that. Because unconsciously, you're already lined up that way. I mean, that's the thing I would add, is that without deliberately doing so, your body and every single cell in your body is lined up to create the thing that you believe about yourself inside. Our beliefs are so powerful. If we believe that we're going to have a bad life, then everything in your body is set up and heading toward that. That's why, you can have such great success if you just shift your mind into something that you would rather see, not the thing you think will probably happen. That's what they call a self-fulfilling prophecy. Left to your own devices, you will become exactly what you believe you will become. Nothing more, nothing less. That's why it's so vital for you to think about, what is it that you believe in? What do you believe about yourself? And get serious about it. And I'm not saying just because, well, I believe this because this is just always what happens. Okay, well, you're going to have to unravel some of that. Because most of what we tell ourselves isn't true. And these things that we're sure are going to happen because we're sure they're going to happen. Not because they somehow live and exist outside of that reality. Things happen because you're sure they're going to happen. That's why they happen. Am I making sense? David Byrne, should I stop making sense? Maybe it will start making sense if I stop making sense. I don't know. I just sometimes feel like I understand certain things and I want you so badly to understand them. But maybe in the process of explaining it, it gets lost in translation. I'm not sure. I don't know. Now I'm thinking about Bill Murray. See? Oh, I love you guys. Think carefully about what you believe about yourself, because that's what you're headed toward creating for yourself. And I'm telling you, get clear about it, and you can make some very serious, very good, positive changes for yourself. Okay, you're the one who wants to change so badly. You're like, come on, lady. We're trying to transform and we need help. Help us, lady. There you go. Figure out what you believe, and then you'll know exactly what direction you're headed. And by the way, those little fellas, God bless those little guys. They're young fellas, but they seem to know a lot about the Lord, and they have a passion for God. And that one, Taylor, I guess, I was getting kind of emotional in the episode I was just watching. And God sees you doing your best. That's what matters. Okay, love you guys.